Funbot and Pinkbot had been inseparable for as long as anyone in Sprunki could remember. Their bond, forged through countless adventures and quiet moments, was the foundation of their happiness. Pinkbot's gentle warmth complemented Funbot's playful charm, making them the ideal couple. Together, they brought joy and light to the village, where everyone admired their love. But the arrival of Iciella and Lashila Reeves shattered their idyllic world. Iciella, a mystical figure whose icy breath could freeze even the sunniest day, and Lashila, whose cold beauty was both haunting and hypnotic, arrived in Sprunki one fateful morning. Their presence alone seemed to lower the temperature of the town, their aura of frost drawing attention wherever they went. Funbot was no exception. Though he loved Pinkbot deeply, he couldn't help but be intrigued by the newcomers. Iciella whispered promises of adventure and grandeur, while Lashila teased him with her sly wit. Before long, Funbot found himself spending more and more time with them, enchanted by their icy allure. They made Funbot feel like a new being, reshaping him into their image. His once vivid circuits dimmed, and his shiny exterior took on a frosted sheen. Pinkbot watched helplessly as the love of her life became a shadow of himself.
All like just who has eyes, who has a cup, who anything, you pay for the building, it's just for our neighborhood. We all are for the code, it's not I don't be too shy out, runs and tricks maybe too bold, but not enough to kill it cold. We all like just who has eyes, who has a cup, who anything, you pay for the building, it's just for our neighborhood. We all are for the.
She begged him to return to his senses, but he brushed her off, claiming that he was finally becoming something extraordinary. What Funbot couldn't see was the cost of his transformation. Iciella and Lashila were draining his energy, not just from his mechanical heart, but from his very essence. As his vitality waned, the temperature in Sprunki plummeted. Streams froze solid, frost covered every surface, and the villagers huddled indoors to escape the bitter cold. Pinkbot tried to intervene, but the icy duo dismissed her as too ordinary to understand Funbot's new purpose. Hurt and enraged, Pinkbot withdrew, her circuits heating with frustration. But when the town became too cold for even her systems to endure, she knew she had to act. Before she could make her move, Iciella and Lashila turned on each other. Their thirst for power had reached its peak, and each wanted Funbot's remaining energy for herself. The battle between them was fierce, with shards of ice slicing through the air and frost spreading like wildfire. In the chaos, Funbot was caught between their attacks. His body was torn apart, his metal frame shattered into pieces, and his glowing heart fell to the frozen ground. Pinkbot arrived just in time to see the aftermath. Her beloved Funbot lay in ruins, his radiant heart flickering weakly on the icy ground. Something within her snapped. Her grief ignited a fire deep in her core, and her internal systems began to overheat. Steam hissed from her joints, and her entire frame glowed red hot. Pinkbot's once gentle warmth transformed into an uncontrollable blaze. As she advanced toward Iciella and Lashila, the frost around her melted into rivers, and the air shimmered with heat. Iciella and Lashila tried to fight back, summoning their icy powers to subdue her. But Pinkbot was unstoppable. The heat radiating from her was too intense, melting their defenses and forcing them to retreat. Pinkbot didn't stop. She lunged at them, her molten fists tearing through their icy forms. With one final fiery blow, she pierced their hearts, shattering them into shards of frost. Iciella and Lashila dissolved into mist, their rain of ice over Sprunki ending in a fiery blaze. The village thawed, and life returned to normal. The rivers flowed again, the frost disappeared, and the townsfolk celebrated the return of warmth. But Pinkbot's heart remained broken. She gathered the pieces of Funbot, cradling his shattered frame and faintly glowing heart. Though the frost was gone, her inner fire burned too fiercely to cool. It was both her shield and her curse, a constant reminder of what she had lost and the lengths she had gone to for love. Alone in their shared home, Pinkbot placed Funbot's heart in a special chamber, hoping one day to restore him. Sprunki was warm again, but for Pinkbot, life was a lonely, smouldering shadow of what it had been. Her love for Funbot burned on, eternal and unquenchable, even as she lived in the heat of her own sorrow.
We always are or quote. It's not I don't be too shy out runs and kicks maybe too old, but not enough to kill it cold. We all are just who has ice, who has a stuff, who eating, who you pay for killing food. It's just for our day good. We always are or quote. It's not I don't be too shy out runs and kicks maybe too old, but not enough to kill it cold. We all are just who has ice, who has a stuff, who eating, who you pay for killing food. It's just for our day good. all serve order code.